Here's an example of another problem that we'll find in our lesson 4-6 web assignment where we have to solve for x. We said in class the other day that the first step has got to be that we factor our denominators. So if we factor our denominators in this case, we'll have, obviously the first one doesn't have any factoring that can be done, so we'll have 2x over x minus 2. If we unfoil the denominator of the second fraction or second rational expression, we need two numbers that multiplied together equal positive 10, but added equal negative 7. Well, that would be negative 5 and negative 2. So that factors to the quantity x minus 5 times the quantity x minus 2. The last rational expression obviously has a denominator that is a first-degree polynomial, so it cannot be factored either. So remember, once we have our denominators factored, our least common denominator will include all of those binomials or monomials that are a part of our denominator, which would be x minus 2 and x minus 5. So what we do, instead of getting common denominators, we just go and we multiply every numerator by that LCD, x minus 2 and x minus 5, x minus 2 and x minus 5. And for all terms within the equation, x minus 2 and x minus 5. By doing so, something will cancel. These x minus 2's will cancel in our first rational expression. Our x minus 5's will cancel in the second, as will our x minus 2's. And then our x minus 5's will cancel in the third. So now what we have is no denominators. That was our goal. We have 2x times the quantity x minus 5 plus 8 is equal to 5 times the quantity x minus 2. Now we just have to distribute. If we distribute the 2x, we get 2x squared minus 10x. Of course, we have that plus 8. And if we distribute the 5, we have 5x minus 10. So we're solving for x. We can see that this is quadratic because the highest degree on any x is the second power. So we need to get it set equal to 0. We're going to subtract 5x from both sides, and we're going to add 10 to both sides. So now we have 2x squared minus 15x plus 18 is equal to 0. Well, if there was a GCF, we'd want to pull it out, but there is not. So let's use our x method. We need two numbers that multiplied together equal 2 times 18, which is positive 36. That tells me their signs are the same. And because the middle term has a negative coefficient, then I know, therefore, that those signs must both be negative. So factors of 36, both negative, that add up to negative 15. That would be negative 12 and negative 3. So we know we have two binomials that are going to be multiplied together. We always bring down, at this point in time with our x method, we always bring down the leading coefficient with our x. So these are both going to begin with 2x. And one is going to be minus 12, and the other is going to be minus 3. And then we just reduce any of them that can be reduced. Well, 2x minus 12, they're both divisible by 2. We get x minus 6. 2x minus 3, they have no common factors, so we leave it, 2x minus 3. So now, if we FOIL this to make sure it works, first times first is 2x squared. That's what we have there. outside times outside is negative 3x, and inside times inside is negative 12x. Those add up to negative 15x. That's what we knew we wanted for our middle term. And last times last, negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18. That's what we know we wanted for our constant. So now we just set each of those factors equal to 0 and solve for x. X can be 6. When we set the other factor of 2x minus 3 equal to 0, we have to add 3 to both sides. And then to get rid of the 2 in front of the x, we have to divide both sides by 2. So we get x is equal to 3/2, or x is equal to 6.